the police presence on campus is, that would be my biggest criticism. I think I work in the gardens on campus. I work for the environmental center, and the police patrol the gardens. And I think that the gardens are supposed to be a safe space for students to come and be able to like relax and learn about gardening. And as we know, police do not make safe spaces for BIPOC students, and I think that that is really a deterring factor in why people might not feel safe on campus.
Probably the Title IX department and how they have handled cases in the past. I know that department is currently sort of non-existent since most of the staff have left, and it's going to be built back up, but I know I would run out of fingers if I tried to count how many people I know who have either had their cases dismissed or their case has had something done about it, and they're like, well, I mean, you got a guilty verdict, but we're not actually going to do anything about it. So I would really encourage the school to take a look at what punitive justice actually looks like for Title IX affairs.
I guess how the school handles Title IX allegations and now Greek life and things like that. So just kind of those major, like, hot button things, they don't seem to do a great job of handling those.
My biggest criticism of UNCA stems from me being a person of color. UNCA loves saying that they like diversity, especially on their pamphlets and on their website, but there's not enough support for the students of color, especially different marginalized communities on campus.
Health and counseling services can be a little bit invasive on the privacy standpoint. And I would say that while obviously they are committed to everyone on campus being safe and healthy, sometimes they can go a little overboard there.
I think that there are a few smaller things that kind of like add up to be one big thing. I'd say even student engagement can be an issue. Like within my own classes, I find that the quality of education goes down because other kids don't feel like sharing their answers or sharing their thoughts. And that makes it a lot harder for like students who are there to like get the most out of it to do that, because no one is talking, no one is saying anything, and it just makes it really awkward and unfortunate and kind of like a waste of time. And then the other way I think that the university just could be doing better is, like I said, with professor feedback, having professors who are more engaged, like especially during COVID, like I expect everyone to be trying as hard as students are. Sometimes it feels like professors aren't really doing that, and it's really frustrating, like I said, when you're paying tuition for that and you don't get it. So, yeah.
I think people really try and educate about things they care about, which is good. There are a lot of different like groups on campus, like Sunrise and stuff like that, that do a lot of, like Sunrise is really good about outreach and education and stuff. I think it's hard to organize people, and that's not a criticism of anyone in general, but like I think the activism on campus could be a little bit more organized. I don't also have a solution for that, it's just something I've thought about.
I feel like a lot of people here are very outspoken about their beliefs and stuff, and it's pretty good, you know, like it's not like people are constantly shutting each other down. Like it's a very welcoming and open community.
I think it's pretty good. I can't say too much for this year specifically, as I've, just been readmitted, but in the past I've definitely seen, the postings of like groups and discussions, marches, etc. I've seen that that's got a pretty good presence around here, and you would be hard-pressed to walk 10 feet without finding resources for a cause that you care about somewhere.
I think it's great. A lot of students are really engaged, and I feel like a lot of people are activists on this campus. A lot of people tend to stand up for things that they believe in. The Black Lives Matter march that we had last year, all the stuff surrounding Greek life right now. I think a lot of people do tend to stand up for what they believe in, which I think is great.
I know the whole Black Lives Matter movement. I know even through I run track, so through our athletic department, we had t-shirts made and like having like the protest, well, not a protest, but like a speech in the quad informing more people, and I felt like that was helpful.
I think that the people that are true activists on campus are amazing. I've actually shout out to London Newton and a lot of my other friends, especially people of color, neurodivergent people, people of the LGBTQ community, and people that are truly allies that go out of their way to, I guess, make people feel comfortable and help them in this fight. Just a shout out to them. Not a big shout out to the institution itself and its allyship and activism.
I've seen a lot of really good culture about activism at UNCA, more so than any other college that I've been to. I feel like a lot of people here are really engaged in activism and want to be good activists, and there are a lot of really good ways that the university can support them.
I really appreciate like the different groups we have on campus. Like I was a part of the Sunrise Movement, which I guess could be considered like a student-led activist group. I left it just because of COVID. It got so hard to like engage. But I'd say like, I don't know, I think it's harder for people to like be involved with activism on campus just because of COVID right now. It's really hard to like congregate or like get anything organized because of so many rules in place. But I appreciate the efforts that everyone is doing, even in COVID, to continue to stand up for what they believe is right and hold the university accountable or whatever entails their activism. So yeah.